If you're missing any of the 50 special summon tickets, then look no further. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are going over how to collect up all 50 of the 50 special summon tickets for this year's worldwide download celebration. I figured why not wait till the part 3 when we know how to get all 50 tickets before I do my guide, so that way I don't flooding you guys with like 3 different videos, right? Keep it all in one place. So now that we know, let's go ahead and jump in. So the 50 tickets were handed out in various parts, starting with 7 tickets in part 1, 25 tickets in part 2, and 11 tickets in part 3. The 7 tickets in part 1 were actually pretty simple to do. All you had to do was clear the first 4 stages of the new Fight for the Battle of the Strongest of the Universe story event. That is this event here. All you had to do was complete up to stage 4 and recruit this Gohan here. This SSR Gohan was recruitable. He was not Dokkan Awakenable yet, but he was recruitable, and you basically needed to recruit him, level up his super attack, and awaken his hidden potential in order to get all of the tickets for part 1. You also had to recruit, where is he? This cooler here from the Strongest Rivals story event. This cooler, once Dokkan awakened and build up his hidden potential, would allow you to collect up the last of the tickets. So pretty easy, not too difficult compared to what you've had to do for previous 50 summon tickets, like the ones during the anniversary. So part 1 was pretty easy. Moving on to part 2, this is where it starts to get a little more tedious, because not only did you have to clear the next 4 stages of this story event here, you also had to go through the process of collecting up the type metal coolers and awakening them and awakening their hidden potential, along with recruiting this STR cooler from the 10 billion power warriors story event. It is a tedious grind to get up all of those. It does get a little easier if you're using Wicked Bloodline to increase your effectiveness, but it's still going to take time. Upon awakening all of them, by the way, it does give you 4 extras. Hold on to those until you extremely awakening them. It will help you fill out their super attack without spending too much. Moving on, looking back at the tickets here, not only do you have to recruit all of them, you have to Dokkan awaken them and fill out all of their hidden potential. It's going to take some time. Just be warned that it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of orbs. And unfortunately, unlike some of the other times where they require you to fill out orbs in the units, they don't necessarily give you the orbs back in this one. However, there are the daily orb stages available to kind of mitigate that. But still, you also need to Extreme Z Awaken 3 of the units that were Extreme Z Awakenable during part 2, starting with the Gohan and Goku. That's this one here. This Gohan Dokkan awakens into the Gohan and Goku from the free-to-play story event with these medals here. Upon Dokkan awakening him, and the cooler and wrong guy here. That metal cooler that I showed you, this STR metal cooler. Once you Dokkan awaken all 3 of them, you can take on and complete these story events. You can take on the Extreme Z area to Extreme Z awaken those 3 cards. The Extreme Z area does need to have this 10 billion power warrior story event complete. It does need to have this area complete, and it does need to have, where is it? Yeah, this one, so the Strongest Rivals. So you need to complete those 3 before you can take it on. Not that difficult. I mean, they are story events after all, but once you take it on, you can Dokkan awaken all of those recruitable cards. So that was everything for part 2. A little bit more tedious because there's a lot to awaken, and then part 3 gets really easy. Part 3, all you have to do is just clear the last stage added to the Fight for the Battle of the Strongest. This stage here, this is the last stage where you can pick up not only a few extra stones, but that Battle Robo that acts as a free Ghost Usher. So definitely make sure you go out doing that. And then the final things you have to do is Extreme Z Awaken those type metal coolers that I showed you a minute ago. These ones here. Once you Extreme Z Awaken them, awaken all of their super attack, you can pick up the last of the 50 special summon tickets. Those tickets are pretty useful. They're pretty easy to get as well compared to the others. For this one, to get these tickets, the easiest way to go about this story, or not story, but Extreme Z area, is just run the metal coolers. I did it myself. They clear through it just as easy, especially on auto mode, so I wouldn't worry about that. So that's pretty much it. That's how you get all the tickets, so you can do your 50 special summon ticket and get yourself a free LR. Definitely worth the grind, even if you're not necessarily going to use those free-to-play units. I think it's a nice way to incentivize collecting up the free-to-play units, and your compensation in the end is a free LR. Speaking of, we do want to take a look at the banner and see what's available here. There's actually some pretty good stuff on the banner. The featured SSRs are all recent, or more recent rather, general pool banner units, like the Broly, the Goten and Trunks, the AGL Gotenks, Garlic Jr. They're not bad. Some of them are starting to show their age, like the Paragus and Broly. This guy, I don't even know why he's on there. But the rest of these all can find their uses, except for this Piccolo. I don't know what they were thinking with him. But the rest of these can all have some pretty decent uses. So they're all good banner units if you manage to pick them up. But obviously, you're more concerned with the LRs. And there are a lot of unfeatured LRs here. I believe the most recent is the AGL, Gohan, and Trunks. So if you manage to pick them up, pretty good. There's also a chance to pick up Janemba. Me personally, I'll be going for Int, Goku, and Piccolo because they are one of the few that I still don't have. So, anyways, guys, that is the video. That is how you pick up all of your 50 special summon tickets. Hopefully you found this guide helpful. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, if you already collected up all your tickets, tell me, what did you pick up? I'll be releasing my video here shortly, so you can check it out. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.